Hi, I'm Mary and welcome to Wednesday morning yoga. We're going to go ahead and start standing today. So if you have some blocks, a blanket, a strap, you can always have those handy. We're going to inhale and raise our arms out and up. Exhale them heart center. Pressing our fingers tips together, thumbs at heart center. We'll tuck our tailbone down, stomach to spine, and we'll pause right here to set an intention for our practice. Or just settle in. Clear your mind. Focus on your breathing. Lengthening your inhalations and your exhalations. Take a couple more deep breaths right here. And we'll go ahead and release our hands by our sides. Step fairly wide on the mat and we'll inhale our arms out and up. Let's grab our left wrist with our right hand, bump our hip to the left, and lean on over into the stretch to the right. Breathing here, you can add a little bend in your knees. 2 more breaths right here. And come back to center. Go ahead and grab your right wrist with your left hand this time and lean all the way over to the left, bumping your right hip to the right, breathing in your twist. One more breath and we'll come to center. All the way down. Plant our hands and go ahead and release your head, your neck, your shoulder, your jaw. Let's bend into our knees. Breathe deeply here. Feeling your breath fill up your belly and deflate like a balloon. Place our hands on our shins and straighten that flat back. Exhale, bow forward. Holding on with your legs. Breathing here in forward fold. Once again, hands on shins. Straighten up flat back. And forward fold. This time bend deeply. And we'll rise up one vertebrae at a time. Bringing up our shoulder. Neck, head last. Come into mountain pose, Tadasana. Putting our weight in our heels, the outer knife edges of our feet. And we'll inhale our arms out and up. Go ahead and swan dive all the way down. Once again, release your head, your neck, shoulders, jaw. Step our feet to the outer edges of our mat. We're going to bend our knees, grab our elbows, and sway slightly side to side. Ragdoll pose, letting the movement originate from your hips. Breathing in and out deeply. And come back to center. Heel toe in about hip distance apart. Bend into our knees and rise up one vertebrae at a time. Let's bring our arms out and up. Exhale, heart center. We're going to bring our big toe ball mounds together, a little space between our heels, getting ready for chair pose. So we'll inhale, sit back in our invisible chair, lightening our toes on the mat, raising our arms and our gaze upward. Breathing, feeling your strength, your energy. One more breath here. Go ahead and come all the way up and all the way back down. Release your head, your neck, shoulder, jaws. And we'll bend into our knees. Rise on up one vertebrae at a time. And take our arms out to the side. Let's do a few circles back, some hummingbird wings. Plugging your shoulder blades down, engaging all those tiny muscles in your back. And then we'll reverse direction, bringing them forward. I'm going to step that right foot back, coming into a lunge. Framing our front foot with our hands. Lining up that knee pretty much over the ankle. And you can walk that foot back. A little bit deeper lunge. We'll breathe right here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to straighten that front leg and bow forward. Once again, inhaling forward and exhaling backward as if you're a wave lapping on the shore. Coming in and backing out. 3 more times. Stretching out the back sole of your foot and your calf. And next time you come forward in lunge, go ahead and drag that back leg up. Plant your knee down. Scissor your inner thighs together. And when you're ready, come on up. And bend into that front knee. Bringing your arms and your gaze upward. Putting weight in your back foot. Go ahead and bring our arms by our side. Shoot our hips back. And gently open up that hip by rotating the leg. Originating from the hip. Leg is just following along. Once again, come back into our lunge. Let's go ahead and bow forward. We're going to take that front foot. Take it all the way back into plank or hands and knees. We're going to shoot back to downward dog or downward puppy. Bowing our heart forward, opening up our lower lumbar spine. And start to pedal it out a little bit. Giving those feet some love. And we'll come back in downward dog. Breathing here deeply. Now walk those feet up to the front. And this time we're going to take that the right leg forward, left leg back. Coming into our lunge, framing our foot. We'll bow forward as we exhale. Inhaling into the lunge, flowing between the two with your breath at your pace. Your practice, so be careful to listen to your body. Do that one more time, then we'll meet in our lunge. Let's go ahead and drag that back foot up, plant the knee down, gather your core together, your tree trunk as I like to call it, and then when you're ready, bend into that front knee, raise your arm and your gaze, energize your arms and your fingertips. Bring our hands down, frame that foot, and bring it on back. Plank all the way to downward dog. A couple deep breaths right here. Opening up your chest. Strengthening your shoulders. Walk those feet up toward our hands. Hip distance about parallel. Bend into those knees. Come all the way up. Bring those arms out and up. Exhale them heart center. Take a few centering breaths here. Feeling your strength, your energy. Listening to your body. Go ahead and shift our weight into our left foot. Kickstand that right, getting ready for tree pose. You can stay here, or if you like, you can bring that leg up anywhere except directly on your kneecap. You want to take care of our knees. You grow your branches. Remember, there's always movement. If you just look at the trees, they're blowing in the wind too. We'll bring it all the way down. Let's go ahead and wiggle it out. Switch to the other side. We'll put our weight in our right foot this time. Kickstand that left. Hands at heart center. A soft gaze. If you want more of a challenge, you can close your eyes. And you can grow that tree your body likes. Come on down and wiggle it out. Step that right foot back this time. Ready for warrior one. Bend into that front knee. Weight in our feet as if we're trying to rip that mat in half. Give you your stability. Snuggle those shoulder blades down, engaging all those tiny muscles in your back. I'm going to open up Warrior Two. Let's wiggle out those hips first. And play with your stance. And we'll bring our arms up. Gaze goes beyond the fingertips. I'm going to bring that left arm down and take the right one on over the side stretch. Breathe in here. Let's go ahead and circle the arm all the way around a couple times with your breath. Come on up into Warrior Two. Inhale, active stretch, arms overhead as we straighten the front leg. Exhale, Warrior Two. We'll flow between the two. Your breath. And 2 more, just like that. When you get to Warrior Two, we're going to straighten that front leg, bump that right hip back, and reach as far forward as we can. If we can't go anymore, we'll bring it down. That right hand on the ribs, and open up in a twist, reaching skyward, inhaling up, exhaling, opening up. Couple deep breaths right here. And we're going to go ahead and cartwheel it all the way down. Let's take that leg and come on back, plank or hands and knees. We'll shoot it back to downward dog, bowing our heart center forward, releasing our heart toward the earth, energizing our arms, shooting those hips back. Couple more deep breaths right here. Go ahead and bring that right foot forward this time. Coming into our lunge. Take a couple of energizing breaths right here. Then we're going to bring that leg forward, getting ready for Warrior One. Rise on up, scissoring those inner thighs together, energizing our arms. Send our weight into the mat. So inhale next, open on up, Warrior Two. Let's wiggle it out a little bit. Then we're going to bend into that front knee. Take that left arm over this time. Stretching out the entire left side. Opening up a little bit. 2 more breaths here. And I'm going to take that arm and circle it. Let's take it forward and back. 2 more just like that. Your gaze can follow your arm. And let it guide us on up to Warrior Two. Energizing your fingers, your arms. A couple shoulder rolls, taking them up, down, and back. Breathing deeply here. And inhale as we straighten the front leg, bring the arms overhead. Exhale into our lunge, so we'll flow between the two. 2 more just like that. And coming to Warrior Two. I'm going to straighten that front leg and reach as far forward, getting ready for triangle. Bring that arm down when you can't go anymore. Left hand on left ribs. Open up and your twist. So inhale and reach. Exhale and open. 2 more breaths here. Let the next one guide you up. Come on back to Warrior Two. Plant your hands on either side of your foot and take that leg back. You're going to come into plank this time. Lower all the way down in one piece. And once you arrive, let's go ahead and turn our elbows out to the side. We'll put our forehead on the mat and roll it gently side to side. Give it a little forehead massage. We're going to take our feet close together, big toes, and rotate those pinkies toward the outer edges of our mat. A little inner thigh rotation. We'll take our arms and plant them by our lower ribs. A couple shoulder rolls right here, up, down, and back. Pointing your elbows toward your back pockets if you had some. I'm going to spread our fingers wide. Come on up into baby cobra. Exhale. Come on down. Once again, loop those shoulder blades back. Press into your fingers. Come on up, baby cobra. And down. Stick those arms and walk them forward. Coming into Sphinx. We're going to dip our chin toward our chest, stretching out the back of our neck. Breathing here. Pressing your forearms, fingers into the ground. We'll raise our head up. Walk our hands over to the right. Glancing back toward our right foot, pressing into our forearms. Feeling our breath fill up our stomach and deflate like a balloon. And 2 more breaths right here. And then back through center. And on over to the left side. Glancing toward the left foot this time. Pressing into those forearms. And come on back to center. Back into Sphinx. We're going to go ahead onto our knees and hands this time. As we inhale, we're going to dip our rib cage toward the mat and on over to the right. Our little cement mixer. Move, kind of loosening up our spine, giving some movement to it. Remembering to breathe. And gradually make the movements a little bigger. A couple more times in this direction. And when you come to the front of that circle, we'll take it the opposite way. Going to the left this time. Gradually slow down the movement. Let's come back to center, and we're going to take that right leg back, stretching out the sole of the foot, pressing firmly into our arms and hands. We're going to reach back, stretch out the calf, the foot. As we come forward, we'll point the toes. So as we go back, flex. As we come forward, point. Gathering your core, pulling your stomach towards your spine will help protect it and strengthen. A couple more times right here. And next time it's straight, go ahead and gather together and shoot that leg straight back. Flexing that foot. Left arm can come up for balance. We're going to inhale and pull the knee and elbow in toward each other. Exhale them out. 2 more just like that. Little crunches. And lower it down and take that left leg back. We'll stretch out the sole of the foot. And point, following the flow of your breath. Your inhalations and your exhalations, nice and deep. Bringing up those toxins from the bottom third of our ribs, getting them up and out. A literal fresh start. Two more flows, just like that. And then we'll flex that foot, gather our core, and shoot that leg back. This time the right arm can come up for balance. And we'll inhale, bring the elbow and knee together. Exhale them out. 2 more just like that. Inhaling and exhaling. And lower it all the way down. Open the knees wide. We're going to come back in child's pose. Reaching those arms forward. Bowing our head down. As we inhale, we're going to creep the fingers forward. Exhale, pull them to the side in cactus. We'll flow between the two, inhaling, creeping those fingers out. Exhaling, twist arms. This helps open up the lower lumbar spine when we move forward, and it helps energize and engage all those muscles in our upper back, opening up the collarbone, the shoulders, as we come into cactus arms. We'll do 2 more like that. We're going to creep all the way forward, coming onto our stomachs. Take our arms in front of us, feet behind. We're going to inhale and lift up, arms and feet in opposite directions. Plugging those shoulder blades down. Exhale, all the way down. Do 2 more like that. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Let's go ahead and drag those elbows up, coming into Sphinx. Bend that right knee and take it to the side in half a frog. Getting ready for half a frog reading a book. So we'll take that left hand and crawl it underneath our right, coming onto our left shoulder. Take both hands out, prop them together, and then we're going to inhale that right hand out, up and over into our twist. You can use that left hand on your right knee. So we'll inhale and reach. Exhale and release. 2 more like that. Deep breaths. Letting that oxygen flow to your extremities. I'm going to inhale that arm out, up and over, coming back to the side, hands together. We'll walk back through Sphinx. Let's pause here, dipping our chin toward our chest, pressing into our forearms. A couple centering breaths. And raise the crown of our head up. Bend the left knee this time. Bring it out to the side, half a frog. This time the right hand's going to crawl under, coming onto the right shoulder. Take both hands to the side, prop them together. We're going to inhale that left arm out, up and over in our twist. Guiding that knee down with our hand. We'll inhale and reach. Exhale, release. 2 more just like that. Let that next one guide you out, up and over. And back onto the side. We'll come back to Sphinx. Come back onto our hands and knees. And let's shoot those hips back once again in child pose. This time try to bring the knees a little closer together. See the difference, how that feels. We'll drag those arms back by our sides. Flip the palms up. Full release here. Couple restorative breaths. We'll bring our hands up in front. Walk forward, coming up into a little squat. You can always fold your blanket, elevate your hips. You need something to sit on. And we'll press our fingertips together. Elbows can help open you up. Your knees. Let's go ahead and dip our head forward on our fingertips. And breathe deeply here in our squat. Weight in our heels, outer knife edges of our feet. Try to loosen the death grip your toes have on the mat. Go ahead and lower our hands. Getting ready for crow pose. So we'll walk those feet in a bit. Plant your elbows on your knees. And remember, it's just as much about balance as it is about strength. You can stay right there. If you want, you can bring your feet together. Letting your hips stretch toward the back, forehead toward the front for balance. Breathing. And we'll go ahead and come on down. Let's bring the legs out in front of us and we'll roll out our wrists. Give them a little bit of love. Thanks for giving us our support. You can grab our right hand and shake it on out. And switch and do the left. And come all the way onto our backs. Let's go ahead and use our robot arms here. So we'll walk our feet together, dip our knees together, a little inner rotation of the thighs. And as we inhale, we're going to press into our upper arms and raise up, little bridge, starting with our lower lumbar spine first. So we inhale up, exhale, lower, starting at the top of your spine, and we'll flow in our bridge, inhaling upward, exhaling down. Once again, inhale up, exhale down. Let's go ahead and grab those knees toward our chest and make a few circles. First one direction, and then the other, massaging our lower lumbar spine. And back to center, we'll lift the feet up, arms to the side in a T, and let's go ahead and flex and point those feet, maybe roll the ankles, get some movement going there. And we're going to go ahead and lower the legs, either one at a time or two at a time, trying to keep that lower back on the mat as long as possible. Come all the way down. Keep our arms up overhead, and as we inhale, we're going to lift the right leg and the left arm coming to center. And down. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. This time right arm and left leg. And we'll flow between the two. Inhaling as we go up. Exhaling as we go down. And trying to keep that spine on the ground as much as possible. One more time each side. Go ahead and bend those knees. Tuck our chin toward our chest. Grab the back of our thighs and we'll rock to and fro, massaging our entire spine. Getting some movement going. I'm going to rock up to boat pose. Have your boat in the water, or you can have it on a sandbar. Whatever's more comfortable. We'll bring our arms forward. As we inhale, take them to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center. One more time each side. Go ahead and bend those knees. Bring them on in. We're going to get ready for a twist. So we'll take that right leg, cross it over our left. Right hand behind the spine. Left elbow can come to the right knee, and we'll inhale up. Exhale into our twist. And breathe right here. As you inhale, think of reaching up. Exhale, twisting open. One more breath here. Slowly come on out of it. Let's take our legs forward and shake them out of it. This time we're going to take that left one over the right. The left hand will come behind your spine. Right elbow to left knee. Inhaling up. Exhaling in a twist. Breathing right here. One more breath here. Slowly come on up out of it. Just take those legs forward and shake them out. I'm going to swing them behind them. Just coming into hero's pose. Stretching out the tops of our feet this time. And go ahead and inhale our arms out and up. Exhale, heart center. I'm going to take them behind them. You can interlace your fingers if you like. Or just stretch your arms behind you. Hold them back down, and we're going to bow forward as we raise our arms. Breathing deeply. Two more breaths right here. You can rest your forehead on the mat if you like. Let's come on up out of it. Arms to the side. We're going to cross that right arm over, giving ourselves a hug, dipping our chin toward our chest, stomach to spine. Inhale the arms out. Opposite arm on top this time. Nice hug. Dipping our chin toward our chest, stomach to spine. Breathing deeply right here. Feeling your breath, your energy, your oxygen. Let's go ahead and put our hands forward, coming back onto our hands and knees. Shoot the hips back in child's pose, showing our heart center forward. And let's keep those arms out to the side in a T. And breathe here. Feeling our breath fill up our belly. Back up, and if you have blocks, you might want to bring them to your sides. And take that right leg forward, getting ready to come into monkey. So you're going to walk that back foot back. And this is where the block could come in handy. If you want, you can put a block underneath yourself. Monkey is literally taking a leap of faith. So you can use your blanket or you can use a block. We'll gradually make our way a little bit forward into monkey. Then when you're ready, you can press your hands into the mat, bow forward. Like I said, you can always put a little block under there. It's literally taking a leap of faith, flying high. Couple more breaths here. And we'll bend the legs. Head to sit on our right hip and shift. This time the left leg is going to come forward. Right leg behind. Come on up on your elbows. And walk that right foot back this time. And we'll bow forward. Taking your leap of faith in monkey, squaring your hips. Using your arms. One more breath here. And go ahead and bend those knees. Let's bring them over to the side of our mat the long way. Come forward. Open-legged forward fold. So we'll come parallel to start. Gonna push those fingertips forward. Shoot your hips back. Just release your heart center down. Wiggle out your head, your neck, your jaw. Breathe here. You can heel toe in a little bit. Turn those feet out. Open them up. We're going to walk over to the right. As we inhale, bending into that knee. Exhale. Through center. And inhale on over to the left. And follow the flow of your breath, flowing between the two. Come back to center, heel toe it in. Hands on hips, and we're going to come on up with a flat back. When you arrive, go ahead and turn those toes back out. We're getting ready for God and Goddess pose. So inhale, bring your arms out and up. Exhale them to heart center. Follow your flow, inhaling up. Exhaling down. 2 more like that. Go ahead and plant our hands down, heel toe in, release that head, neck, shoulder, jaw. Getting ready to settle in for Shavasana. So if you have a blanket, I'm going to show you something that is a very good restorative thing to do. Blanket or a towel will work. I like to kind of put it the long, rectangular way to start. And the trick is to fold it about your hand width, about 5 or 6 inches. So I recommend starting a little smaller than that, as things always tend to get bigger as we go along. Just roll it till you've pretty much gone as far as you can. And it's going to be our little spine bolster. So this is a good thing to do anytime you need a little extra support. If you have a yoga blanket, I usually put the tassels over here. And then you're going to sit with your bottom not on the bolster, so it will support your spine. Go just like that. And then when you're ready, you can come on down. Knees can stay like this, or if you want, you can put the soles of your feet together and open up to the side. Your arms can come up ahead. Cactus arms because it's a good chest opener here. Shoulder opener. And you can just breathe. Let gravity help you. Restore your pose. Restore your life. And you can stay there as long as you like. Thank you so much for joining us for yoga today. And I wish you a peaceful week. We'll hope to see you next Wednesday morning. Namaste.